What's going on, everyone? Crush back here with another video. Hope everyone's doing great today. I know I am, and today I got another story time for you guys, one that I think you guys will really enjoy, and one I'm honestly shocked I haven't told on this channel yet. And without further ado, let's get right into it. So this story involves me talking about one of our favorite people on this channel, Sean the Father. Now, if you guys don't know who Sean the Father is, just to give y'all a little summary, he's basically one of the craziest people I ever knew in high school. The dude was a legit daredevil. The dude did not give a fuck who you were. If you pissed him off or you were an easy target, he will mess with you. And he's pretty much the best character I would compare him to, honestly, is like a more extreme Buzz from Home Alone. That dude kind of looks like him. The dude acts like him, except the guy is much more shallow. And when I say the guy, I mean Buzz, not Sean. Sean's like Patrick's rock. That dude won't break. That dude is fucking Superman, basically, when it comes to anything. You can't beat that dude, no matter what you do. I'm linking my story times in the description in case y'all want to hear some stories about Sean, but just to give y'all a brief summary in the other videos, Sean has so far played porn on a teacher's projector because he didn't like the teacher. When a teacher went on maternity leave the first day she left, he claimed he was the father of the teacher. In an unreleased video, he ran away during a field trip. And he's done so much more. I love Sean, no homo. That dude is such a savage. But today we're going to be sadly talking about one of Sean's biggest L's that he's ever taken. One that I'm sure Sean's forgotten about because it's Sean and he fucking does this shit probably every day. But we're going to be talking about how not to pick up women featuring Sean. So this story time takes place back in my 10th grade year. The thing is about 10th grade and junior year, so 11th grade, was Sean the Father. Dude, Sean, I guess this was when Sean must have been going through puberty. He must have been like a late bloomer or something, because Sean's like 2 years older than me. He was like 17 or something in 10th grade. But all of this year, Sean would just start fights with people. Sean did not give a shit. If you want to talk about Mr. I want to be canceled, then go to Sean back in 10th grade year. This story time takes place specifically when I was at lunch this one day. So in 10th grade, I was just eating and I was chilling with my friends in the lunchroom, just like any other normal person. But anyway, the cafeteria we're in, it has a glass wall, so anyone walking by, we can see them walking by, basically. I don't know why I'm explaining how glass works. I feel stupid just saying that. And we're just talking, chilling, and then we see Sean walking in the hallway, and Sean looks like he's up to no good, dude. He looks like he's Spider-Man trying to sneak into somewhere, honestly. He's looking both ways. It's like he's crossing the street or whatever. And he just looks like someone that's up to no good. And me and my friends, we see him, and we're like, yo, Sean, come on in here, man, it's Sean. And we're like super hyped. We're like, it's Sean. Everyone knew Sean, and even though Sean is a bully, technically, and he does mess with a lot of people, and he does do some terribly funny things, he was a funny dude, and he was pretty likable. The only time you wouldn't like him is if you were the victim. Sean obviously looks to his left and sees us through the glass, and bro, I bet in Sean's eyes, I can only imagine that he probably feels like Justin Bieber, and me and my friends are a bunch of 13-year-old girls that are simping over him or something like that. I bet that's how Sean feels, because he's basically a local celebrity in our high school. Sean doesn't look happy though. In fact, he looks pretty pissed off, I would say, because like I said before, it looked like he was trying to be sneaky. He was trying to do something, and then you get all these idiots just start doing jumping jacks, yelling his name in the middle of the cafeteria. Alright, maybe that was a little bit of an exaggeration, but we were being pretty loud, to be fair. Sean starts walking over to us like Mario whenever he gets the super mushroom. He's just like stomping. He looks so angry for some reason. And he walks over to us and he immediately starts talking to us, and we're talking back to him, and he starts roasting us. Sean can be many things, but one thing he definitely is a great conversation starter. And one of my friends, who sadly had to move away later that year, was always a dude that would think it's hilarious if you just ask people the stupidest questions ever and just see their reaction. So my friend, he asked Sean, hey Sean, what's basketball? Just some really stupid shit that like a 5th grader or whatever would say, and we were 15 at the time, so obviously you should know what basketball is, or else you're gonna get jumped, basically, because our school had a huge basketball program. And Sean's immediate response, his response was immediate. I don't know what basketball is. You mean N-word ball? And Obviously, he didn't say it like that. He didn't say the word N-word ball. He said what the N stands for ball, okay?
Oh my.
Which, given the current place he was at, where our school was like 60 to 70% black people or something like that, maybe not that high, but like maybe 60% black people, and considering how many black people were in the cafeteria, bro, he's got some serious balls to say that. And he wasn't just saying it, he was yelling it too. And bro, me and my friends, we immediately start dying, because you get this crazy motherfucker who comes in, and then my friend asks the stupidest question ever while giggling, and then Sean gives the most serious answer ever. That's just the most disrespectful it's a creative name ever. Well, it's not really creative, but it was unexpected, okay? Sean's still looking and acting now, very pissed off, starts saying, "Look at all of you," and then he inserted a couple of slurs which I can't mention for obvious reasons on here. "You are embarrassing yourselves in front of a whole bunch of hot girls," or something like that. Or no, he would have said something like, "You are embarrassing yourselves in front of these fine young ladies." After Sean threw that insult as normal, we were kind of a little bit off our game and off guard. We're like, wait, what? Who are you talking to? Because we were in a part of the cafeteria where there really wasn't too many people, which is why we were able to get away with just screaming and yelling at Sean to get in the cafeteria, because there wasn't that many people around. It's like being in the front of a school bus. Nobody except the weird kids, which I was one of the weird kids back in middle school, so I can say this, but only weird kids are in the front of the bus, and all the cool kids are in the back of the bus. There was a couple tables near us that just had a few people on it, and me and my friends were looking around, and we see two girls that were behind us, and we really weren't paying attention, which I'm surprised it took us this long to see. But Sean was basically saying that we're never gonna get bitches or whatever because we act like a bunch of orangutans or something like that. And we're talking back to Sean, and we're like, "Yo, you talking about them?" And they were somewhat behind us. They weren't like directly behind us, but they were maybe like 6 feet away or something like that, which is still pretty close, but it's a cafeteria. We could have been talking about anyone. And Sean's trying to hype himself up. He's just like, "You guys don't know how to talk to girls, and let a real gentleman do it," or something like that, and referring to him as a real gentleman. The dude that plays porn on the projector is actually, now that I think about it, Sean is exactly the type of person that any girl's father would want to see. Oh my god, just imagine that. Imagine like some chick introduces Sean to her family, and Sean just gets bored, and I don't know, he just does something crazy, honestly. He just brings a projector from high school into the dining room and starts playing his favorite porno or something crazy shit, which is what Sean would do, genuinely. Sean, if you're ever watching this, you're still funny as shit, and I hope you're doing well for yourself, just letting you know that. But we're all hyping Sean up. We're trying to tell Sean to go talk to the girls, because we want to see him. If we're apparently losers, and if we apparently can't get no bitches, I want to see our quote-unquote real gentlemen put the moves on. And here's what I love about Sean, dude. Sean, even if he makes himself look like an idiot, he always backs up his word, okay? So here's what Sean did next. Sean slams on our table real hard. He's like, "Sean, smash!" Like the Incredible Hulk. A whole bunch of people in neighboring tables just look around and are like, "What the hell happened?" Just for a second, looking like deer in a headlight. And some of those people that were looking were the girls, and the girls are just looking like, you know, everyone else at first. They're like, "What was that? Huh? That's weird." But Sean, dude, Sean looks like Predator. The motherfucker was staring these poor girls down, and that was part of his plan. So after he pounded on the table and they started looking, Sean immediately pointed at them. And then the girls had no idea what was about to happen next. Sean just starts yelling, "You, me, dinner." That's right, boys. If you want to know how to get chicks with 3 easy words, just yell, "You, me, dinner." After Sean starts screaming that, though, the girls look around. They're confused. They're like, "Huh? Are you talking to us?" They're looking so confused because they've never seen Sean before. I mean, maybe they've seen him before, but they've clearly never interacted with him. They're acting all surprised. They're like, huh? And bro, after that happened, me and my friends started dying. And dude, I felt so bad because imagine, I mean afterwards, not during the moment, because I'm a piece of shit, but bro, dude, imagine if you're the girls and you just see a whole bunch of dudes start laughing and then this crazy motherfucker trying to ask you out in the most outlandish way ever. And Sean, clearly not satisfied with their answer, he starts yelling even louder. He's like, "You, me, dinner." And then he points at them just so that they know exactly who he's talking to. And the girls, bro, I shit you not, they look at each other. And I don't have superpowers or anything, but the way they looked at each other was the definition of, oh shit, I don't want to be anywhere near this dude, and this dude may potentially be a problem. After it was crystal clear and written on ink like the Declaration of Independence, the girls immediately are trying to get out of the situation. They're like, no, we have boyfriends, we can't, you know, and they're looking so uncomfortable. And dude, I kind of did feel a little bit bad at this point watching the girls, because it's like they're begging for mercy. The girls are acting like Princess Leia, and Sean's trying to become Jabba the Hutt. But Sean, still incredibly unsatisfied, decides to try one last attempt, and that's not backing down. That's still going forward. He's already doubled down, but he's gonna just try one last move in the playbook. So Sean triples down this time, and with an even louder yell, and with an even longer sentence, yells, "You, me, dinner tonight, 8 p.m, dress nice." I'm gonna be honest, after Sean said that sounded like something your mom would tell you. I'm gonna keep it real. It's not something that, you know, a dude that wants to go on a date with a girl would say. But then again, it is Sean, so everything's crazy. The girls don't know what to say at this point. They're just afraid, which this is really when I kind of felt a little bit bad, and I kind of wanted to tell Sean to stop because these girls had nothing to do with his crazy behavior. But one of the vice principals who watches the cafeteria started to notice that someone was screaming and trying to make a public proposal in the middle of the cafeteria. Which it wasn't really a proposal, obviously, but, you know, it's something that you really don't see every day in the cafeteria. Who yells, "You, me, dinner tonight, 8 p.m. As someone who works full-time, teachers just aren't paid enough for this stupid shit. But the vice principal, he sees everything that's going down, and I don't think he's looking at anyone specifically besides Sean. And he's walking over as fast as he can. He's a fat guy, kind of like Sean, so he wasn't like super fast. But he was making his way over, and then Sean immediately changes tones. He becomes the deer in the headlight instead of these poor girls, and he quickly tells us, "I'll see you guys later," and then leaves the cafeteria and just proceeds to run away from the vice principal. And the vice principal's like, "Hey, Sean, come back. You're skipping class again." It was something like that. I don't remember exactly what he said. And then afterwards, me and the boys, because we had so much fun just seeing Sean make a fool out of himself, we felt it was only right to, you know, kind of comfort the girls a little bit. We weren't like giving them hugs or whatever, acting like we're their therapists, because that would be just equally as creepy. But we're kind of telling her, "Hey, don't worry, Sean won't bug you. He was only in here because of us. He just likes to mess with people. He's not serious, and he'll leave you alone. Just, you know, try and stay away from him." And the girls weren't crying or anything. They were just more or less confused, and they thought it was kind of funny as well, but they just didn't know Sean, and they didn't know if Sean would just start stalking them, be that really weird dude that has binoculars in his backpack, or like, you know, will follow them home. And then afterwards, lunch ends, and me and the boys were just laughing our ass off, just talking about the whole thing. And apparently what happened next was the vice principal was really pissed off that Sean ran away from him, and Sean ended up getting suspended for like a day or something like that. But because Sean skipped almost every single day, I mean, what do you expect, honestly? But anyway, that is the end of the story time. I hope everyone enjoyed the story time. Overall, though, in the story time, I gotta say, Sean is definitely one of the most ballsy people I've ever seen. From doing all the shit he's done to fucking asking out two random girls really loud in the cafeteria if they'll go to dinner with him. Well, not even asking, pretty much demanding. But Sean definitely is one of the most entertaining people I've ever met. And if y'all want more Sean stories, let me know in the comments, or just give the video a like, whatever you feel. Or don't do anything. I'll probably upload it anyway. But hope everyone enjoyed. If you did, make sure to either subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out. Or else, when you're not looking, you will magically turn into a girl. And if you're a girl, then you will magically turn into a dude. And before you know it, you're going to see someone big, fat, and hairy walking towards you. And it's not Bigfoot. It's not Lester B. And it's not your uncle. It's Sean the father. And he will ask you out to dinner. So make sure y'all do that, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.